Kelly here with Closed Title. With me today, I have Steve Frye with the Frye Group Nashville. Welcome, Steve.
Hi guys, how are you?
So as you know, the goal of this closed coaching series is to provide insight into what's working in the market. And so Steve and I have actually been working together for quite some time now. We've done a bunch of transactions together at this point. And so Steve, I know, is an agent that is becoming one of the top agents in Nashville. But Steve, you're 2 years into the business in October, right?
Yeah, absolutely. 2 years in. Prior to that, I had a long corporate career in healthcare finance.
Absolutely. So what's some advice you would give to a newer agent based on the success you've had in your first couple of years?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's a great question. That's where I'm sure people asking questions on. They're like, well, how'd you grow so fast? And, I mean, what's behind your success? And it's like, okay, it really was the investor was going after that. There's a whole bunch of 20-door, 50-door, 100-door apartment complexes, multifamily properties all throughout Tennessee that mom and pops are sitting on. Every investor wants those, but there's no inventory. So I'd really love to go out
Right.
there. And the more I started talking to investors, I realized their biggest complaint was they just didn't feel like they had a lot of support in the real estate world. It's more a matter of finding out what the investors are looking for, whether it's a certain financial metric, is it a cap rate, are they trying to cash flow number, and then it's really just doing the research, getting out there, jumping on Facebook, going to local investor meetings. I mean, again, it's a little bit more work, but once you get that knowledge, you become a really valuable resource. And investors, I get most of my business growth when I first started growing was investors recommending me and giving me other referrals for other investors. So that kind of started the snowball.
Wow. Now, you mentioned investors, and that's been a niche that you've gone after really successfully. How would you compare that to folks buying homes for themselves?
In the residential side right now, I feel like anything in that $300,000 to $500,000 range, especially in Nashville, which is kind of like where our average is probably going $350,000. But that $300,000 to $500,000 range of homes really moves. It's mostly because inventory is low during the COVID or these COVID times. Inventory is low. People are probably a little more skittish to put their house in the market. So what does hit the market, buyers are gobbling up. It still has to be priced right, obviously, and you can't just go and ask for a price. No one's going to pay more than market for something, but if it's priced right and it's a good home, it's going to be gone.
Awesome. Appreciate your insight there on the residential market. I think some of our first conversations, you had a background in healthcare analytics and IT. Some of our conversations were around, obviously my company, Closed Title, being tech focused. With the investors that you've worked with, has that been something that has been helpful to you in your business?
Yeah, it really, really has. So that was one of the things that really stood out to me because a lot of these investors are out of state I'm working with, but even the ones that are local, I mean, they're busy. They've got a lot of things in the fire. They might have your desk on the side to not only have a portal that you guys use that they can follow along with, or maybe they need to close remotely, or that they need to do the notary services remotely. Having that electronic back and forth has been actually really, really valuable to all my clients. It's not only valuable for my investors, but I mean, there's a whole young generation that's used to doing things online, and this is a perfect venue for them.
Well, Steve Frye with the Frye Group in Nashville. Appreciate your time. Thanks to everyone out there who's watching. We're going to do more of these virtual Zoom closed coaching sessions as we are in these times we are with COVID-19. But we appreciate you all watching today, and we'll see you next time.
Right.